Craig's loading up the truck. He's headed out of town. Another duck season has finally rolled around. Well, he's hunted across this country, made a lot of friends. And the one thing they love most is chasing the duck hunter's dream. Yes, Flyway Highway is rolling down the road to different destinations. There'll be stories to be told, from Canada to Louisiana and everywhere in between. Yes, Flyway Highway, chasing the duck hunter's dream.
The Flyway Highway, presented by the Remington Arms Company. Great guns deserve great ammunition. We make both. Also brought to you by Bradley Smokers. Smoke 'em. Yamaha ATVs and side-by-side vehicles. EOTech holographic weapon sights. Change the game with EOTech. And waterfowl wading systems. Quality and innovation taken to the extreme. Now let's join Craig on the road.
On this week's episode of the Flyway Highway, I'm in Maine, sea duck hunting. Maine is one of the most beautiful states in the Union. Its picturesque coastline has many inlets and bays where different species of waterfowl congregate. The sea duck hunting along this coastline is outstanding. That's why it's an important stop for me on the Flyway Highway.
Got him, take him. Ready? Take him. Nice shot, Craig.
All right. Well, we're getting off to a good start here. It's day one of my Maine hunt with Captain Todd Jackson and Penobscot Bay Outfitters. I also have a special guest host, Mr. Mark Miller from Bradley Smoker. Captain Todd, tell our viewers a little bit about our hunt.
Well, today, Craig, we're hunting on the east side of Penobscot Bay. We're sitting with a ledge behind us and put our decoys out in front. The birds are just starting to move pretty good, and I think we're gonna have a good day today.
Oh, I think too. Now I've been up here, this is my fifth or sixth year up with you here with Penobscot Bay Outfitters. It's one of my favorite hunts on the Flyway Highway. The Maine coast is beautiful, the hunting is outstanding, and Mark, I think you're gonna have a good time here this morning. All right, well, let's sit down. I see some more moving over there.
Here they come. Take him.
I got him. You get one? All right.
No, you did, didn't you?
Captain Todd just splashed an old squaw. Now those are a little tougher to get close to the boat, aren't they, Captain Todd?
Yeah, they are. That tail on that one, Craig.
Look at that. Now that's a beautiful, mature old squaw.
Nice trophy bird right there.
That is. Now let's talk a little bit about the limits here, Captain Todd.
The limits we have on sea ducks in Maine are 7 birds per day. Of that, only 4 can be eider, only 4 can be scoter.
Uh-huh.
You could shoot 7 old squaws if you're good enough.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen, but that's a really neat bird. Look at the tail on it, like a pintail almost, huh?
Beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
Very neat.
Now let's hold this up. Talk about this one here. That's your white wing.
Okay, this one here is a white-winged scoter. As you can see on his wings, there's a white wing patch, and the name of it's a white wing.
Yeah, there you go. And here's a mature eider. Now this is a nice bird here.
Here we have a nice mature,
kind of a gregarious looking bird.
Drake eider, the nice lime around his head.
Yeah.
Pretty bird, all nice and white, black. It's like a tuxedo bird almost.
Oh yeah. It is. Yeah, pretty neat. Well, that's what we're after here, hunting sea ducks with Penobscot Bay Outfitters, and that's what you're going to get, a lot of good gunning. Can you get him? Shoot that Drake. Shoot that Drake. Nice shot. That's away. All right. Splashing him. Woo! I think you got that one, Mark. Put the pellets right on him. On this week's Duck Truck Upgrade segment, I'm with Chris Lindberg of Appleton Rhino Linings. Chris, what do you have planned for our duck truck?
Today, Craig, we're going to spray our hybrid product. It's a very durable product, and it also comes with our non-skid surface, as well as a lifetime warranty.
Awesome. Now let's take a closer look at the steps involved in the rhino lining application process.
The first step we're going to do to this truck is make sure it's absolutely clean. We're going to do that with some acetone to make sure all the contaminants are off. The second step is to sand the bed down. We do that with a microfiber brush. What that'll do is loosen up the paint so there's a chemical bond when we spray the liner onto the truck. The next process is to mask the bed off to give us a nice defined line where we're going to spray the bed liner, but it's also going to protect the rest of the truck. Finally, we're going to spray the bed. We're going to start out spraying the back of the bed, do the two side walls, we'll do the floor and the tailgate. We'll build up the thickness with our first few coats. The final result is not only a non-skid surface, but virtually indestructible from any chemicals or anything you're going to put in the back of the truck.
Well, Chris, you did a great job applying the Rhino Linings product to our truck. Not only does it add to the functionality and looks to our truck, but it also is going to help the resale value as well. Now, for more information on the Rhino Linings product, go to the Rhino Linings website or the Flyway Highway website. Hey, we'll be right back with more Flyway Highway after these messages.
It's not rocket science. Drive steel pellets faster and they hit harder. But choose the world's fastest at 1,700 feet per second. And you also get an 8-inch lead advantage at 40 yards. Putting more pellets in the head and neck without changing the way you shoot. No, that's not rocket science. It's a little thing we call in-flight brain surgery with hypersonic steel from Remington.
Bring out the flavor and bring out the fun with a Bradley smoker. You can smoke or slow cook any meat, seafood, or cheeses. Endless possibilities. Your food will always come out of the smoke plump, juicy, and bursting with delicious flavor your guests won't be able to resist. Bradley Smokers. All about the flavor.
This segment of the Flyway Highway is brought to you by Bushwhacker Truck Accessories.
Guys ready? Shot, Craig. All right, we're back in the game here, boys. They're moving again. We had a little brief lull in the action, but now they're, what was it, a shrimp boat or something went out? And
Yeah, lobster boat went out.
Lobster boat went out and spooked a bunch of them up, and they flew back into this inlet. And I tell you what, this is a lot of fun though, isn't it, Mark? This sea duck hunting?
Unbelievable.
It's something real different. You know, if you haven't tried sea duck hunting, you know, it's unlike most any other type of waterfowl hunting. And of course, Maine is the place to go. And Captain Todd Jackson with Penobscot Bay Outfitters is the guy to contact. It's really neat. This Maine seashore is just, the coast is just gorgeous. It's a beautiful ecosystem. And the scenery and the hunt is just unbelievable. And you know, Maine in general, it's such a neat state.
It is.
I mean,
everywhere you look, something new to look at. It's beautiful.
It's a sportsman's paradise.
Ready? Let's take them.
There we go. That took a couple of shots, but we did it. Okay, we're making a little move here. There's a bunch of birds up in this river inlet, so we picked up our decoy spread. We moved about a mile, and when we were coming in, we saw literally probably a couple of thousand birds come out of here. We pushed them out. We're going to set up our spread. Hopefully they're going to start coming back, and we'll finish out our limits here today.
Nice shot.
There we go. All right.
Nice shot.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know, our move paid off. We just dumped one, and there goes Hunter. Things are working out, huh?
Working out really well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep, this is a lot of fun. Captain Todd puts me on the birds every year up here in Maine, Penobscot Bay Outfitters, and this year's no exception. Now we're shooting our nitro steels 3-inch, 1.25 ounce BBs. I like the BBs on the bigger ducks, obviously. These are big ducks, so you want to shoot, you know, at the very smallest, probably 1s. You might be able to get away with 2s. I like the BBs. I love the nitro steels, you know, premium performance without the premium price. With the nitros, they got great hull capacity too, and that's a big advantage with these larger shot sizes like the BBs. So the nitros are doing the job. We're spitting them out at them and knocking them down.
Let's take him.
Okay, we're back at the lodge. We've got our Bradley smoker fired up, and we're going to smoke some of those eiders and old squaw that we shot this morning. Now, Mark, why don't you explain to our viewers how exactly the Bradley smoker works?
Sure. Very simple product to use. It has basically the heating element, which is the biscuit burner or the fire making the smoke. And we have the heat box, which is basically the insulated box. It's fully insulated, very easy to use. It works with biscuits just like this. Pieces of discs of wood like that.
Just load them up.
They simply go into the system. There's a chamber here down below. Every 20 minutes, you're going to get yourself a fresh biscuit, which means fresh smoke every time. Pure smoke flavor. We're using cherry today, by the way, for the eider. We're going to try that out and see how that turns out.
Good.
The Bradley system is very simple. You basically put them in the racks. And
Well, let's do that. Now, explain how the controls work.
Controls are very simple to use as well. It has a smoke section as well as the oven timer section, and on there what you want to do is set it for what you want. So for example, you don't always have to smoke things the entire time you're cooking.
Right.
You can actually smoke with this unit without cooking, you can cook without smoking, or you can do both in conjunction. You can cold smoke everything from cheeses to nuts to moose heart to deer jerky.
Eiders and old squaw like we're doing
exactly
today.
right.
Well, we've got it all loaded up just like this. You shut the door. Now you set the timer and the temp. What did you set it for?
Actually, I got this going for 4 hours, but we're not going to smoke for that long. We're going to smoke these ducks for about an hour and a half. Flavors instilled in there, but we are going to cook them for about 4 hours in there.
Oh, that's going to be good. So in 4 hours, it's going to be bon appetit on some awesome smoked eiders.
I'm excited.
All right.
EOTech holographic weapon sights. Accelerate your advantage.
Waterfall Wading Systems, the duck hunter's choice, presents Northern Guide breathable waders. The standard model has a heavy-duty breathable upper and 1,200-gram insulated boot feet. Step up to total waterproof protection with the all-weather model, featuring a built-in storm jacket. And introducing the ultimate Northern Guide wader with a waterproof front zipper for easy on and off. All Northern Guide waders feature Caddis Dry breathable technology. You'll stay dry and comfortable in any conditions. Waterfall Wading Systems, the duck hunter's choice.
This segment of the Flyway Highway is brought to you by Hatchie Bottom Outdoor Products.
Right out front, you guys ready? They're coming. Let's
Yeah.
take them.
Yeah. All right. Whoa, right on the
Nice.
deck, huh? Screaming Mimis. Wow. Hey, well, our sea duck hunt is over, obviously. Now, Todd is moving us up this river inlet. We're doing a puddle duck hunt. Now, when I say puddle duck hunt, we got to understand. Well, Todd, why don't you explain the difference here in Maine between the puddle ducks and the sea ducks?
In Maine, with the laws, the sea ducks are eiders, old squaws, and scoters in the seasons. The puddle ducks are everything else.
Everything else, including
So
divers.
It includes the divers, the golden eyes and the buffleheads. They are divers, but in our laws, they're included in the puddle duck limits, not the sea duck limits.
Little bit confusing, but the bottom line is we're set up on here. There's a bunch of golden eyes and buffleheads flying around. There's a couple right there. And hit that one, hit that one. Get him.
Kill it. Kill him.
Mark, look at that one out front. Get him, cut him, cut him. All right, let's see what we got here, Captain Todd.
Look at that bufflehead there.
That's a nice one
Look at
there.
that,
Hold that
Mark.
up
Your
for the
first
camera,
bufflehead.
Mark.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty bird. Fast flyer.
Great looking.
Yeah, that's real good.
Got a lot more where that came from. They're out there.
Oh yeah. On this week's product showcase segment, I'm going to show you some of the products I use on the Flyway Highway. When it comes to firearm maintenance, I use Gunzilla. Gunzilla cleans, lubricates, and protects all in one formula. Gunzilla is the world's best gun cleaner. With Gunzilla, all you do is clean the gun and wipe it dry. If you want extra lubrication, leave a very light, moist coating of Gunzilla on moving parts. It can be used on all guns, including handguns, shotguns, rifles, and black powder guns. You can also use it to clean wood and plastic stocks. Gunzilla removes carbon, rust, copper, lead, and even the plastic fouling left in shotguns and on choke tubes, and it doesn't attract or retain dust, dirt, or other debris that can interfere with good lubrication. Gunzilla is made from natural-based materials, so it's non-hazardous, non-corrosive, and non-flammable. It also has a very low odor, so you can use it indoors. Gunzilla is so good that in combat situations with our military, it's reduced weapon malfunctions by 75% or more and is considered a life-saving product. If you've ever had a problem with a gun jamming, then you need Gunzilla. Now let's talk shot shells. I use Remington's Nitro Steel high-velocity shells. They offer premium performance without the premium price. Nitro Steel shot shells offer greater hull capacity than other shells, which means they can handle heavier charges and larger pellets, making them ideal for large waterfowl. Nitro Steel delivers denser patterns for greater lethality and are zinc-plated to prevent corrosion. Available in a complete line of full payloads and high velocity, Nitro Steel is a luxury everyone can afford. Now, for more information on Gunzilla or Nitro Steel shot shells, go to their websites or the Flyway Highway website. Hey, we'll be right back with more Flyway Highway after these messages.
Check out that little voodoo queen.
Man, what a tale on that foxy chick. But remember what happened last time you got suckered in?
I know, but there's no way Mojo can fool me twice.
Hold on. The real deal doesn't even look that good. It has to be Mojo.
I may be looking for love in all the wrong places, but I gotta meet her.
Don't do it. Mojo did it again.
Want to know more? Go to MojoOutdoors.com.
In the world of ATVs, there's tough. Then there's Yamaha, real world tough. For the most rutted out trails, the hardest working farms, and the most remote hunting terrain, Yamaha Grizzly ATVs with electric power steering. Real world tough.
Closed captioning for the Flyway Highway is provided by the Northern Illinois Steel Supply Company.
Nice shot. Kill it. they come.
All right. Nice shot. Woo, that's the way to do it, boys. Hey, our second day here with Penobscot Bay Outfitters, getting off to a good start. Now, Captain Todd, tell our viewers a little bit about this morning's hunt.
Well, this morning, Craig, we went to a little different spot than we were yesterday. We set up our decoys, and the birds are just starting to come, and it looks like they're going to fly pretty good right here.
Oh, I think so. We are in store for some good shooting. Mark Miller from Bradley Smokers. Did you get one, Mark?
I did.
Attaboy. He's going to come in. You got him? Got him? Cut him. Cut him.
Ready? Let's take them.
Nicely done, boys. Nicely done.
Nice shooting, guys.
That's the way to do it. Boy, this is fun, huh, Mark?
Oh, it's
You got to love this. You know, we were talking about it yesterday, this sea duck hunting on this beautiful Maine coast. I mean, have you ever seen a more picturesque coastline? I mean, isn't this gorgeous?
and they keep coming in and coming in. They're abundance of ducks.
Oh, it is. Maine is just a fantastic place to hunt these sea ducks. It's really the best place to hunt sea ducks, these big eiders.
Kill the back one. Kill him. Take it.
All right,
Okay,
there we go. Another one down. Hey, how's that Versamax shooting for you?
It's a great gun.
Oh, it really is. You know, I should talk just a little bit about my Remington Versamax. Mark's got the black one. I've got the camo one. Now, the Versamax is a 12-gauge autoloader. It's got a very unique gas operating system. It's called VersaPort. What that means is it basically regulates cycling pressure based on shell length. It spits out anything from light trap loads to these heavy nitro steel, you know, BB loads we're shooting today. It's self-cleaning. Kind of feels like a 20 gauge, doesn't it?
It really does.
Very low felt recoil. Now mine's a little more decked out than Mark's. I've got an EOTech holographic weapon sight on it. This is really neat. It's basically an illuminated ring and dot. You put the dot on the bird, pull away for the lead, squeeze a trigger, done deal. Now when you're shooting an optic on your gun, you need to have a comb riser. I've got a bare tooth comb riser, and what this does is it puts your eye in exact alignment with the optics. It raises it up off the stock, so you need to have one of those. And lastly, my kill shot cam. Now this is neat. It's a 1080p high definition camcorder. Works really great. Let me show that. And for you guys out there that like to put stuff on YouTube and whatnot, this is the thing to have. Works really well, and working good for you too, huh?
Working great.
You splash that bird.
I love it.
Craig, take him.
Got him. That's the way you dump them, boys.
Front one.
Well, we are done.
Unbelievable.
We are shot out, and I'll tell you what, that did not take very long, Captain Todd. This has been an outstanding hunt.
I think, what was it, a half-hour hunt?
Oh,
Craig?
man, I tell you, that is some great shooting. Hey, the Flyway Highway wants to give a special thanks to Captain Todd Jackson of Penobscot Bay Outfitters and my special guest host, Mark Miller from Bradley Smokers. Now, I had a great time up here in Maine shooting these sea ducks. Thanks again, Captain Todd.
You're welcome, Craig. Come back next year.
Hey, I'd love to. Now, if you're looking for some of the finest sea duck hunting that Maine has to offer, you need to look up Captain Todd Jackson with Penobscot Bay Outfitters. Now, go on his website or give Captain Todd a call. He'll put you on the birds.
Be sure to tune in next week when Craig heads further down the Flyway Highway.
Hey, no trip to Maine is complete without a lobster dinner, and here at Penobscot Bay Outfitters, you're going to get fed an incredible lobster dinner. Now, also, we're going to test our Bradley smoked eider and old squaw. How's that taste?
Delicious.
Oh, boy. Well, let's dig in.
Yes, fly